Usually a surf trip looks like this. However, to easily find parking in the city at my local river wave, I use a motorcycle that I built a motorcycle surfboard rack for, and I want to see how that actually does on a surf trip. So let's go. I'm currently breathing in the beautiful smell of the pine trees of Landes as I'm making a little break over here to drink some water, because I just spent the last few hours, or to be more exact days, driving through half of Europe with my surfboard on the side to get down here to explore France's forgotten coastline. Because really often, like, people talk about the Côte d'Azur, cities like Cannes, Nice, Monaco, and however, there's another really beautiful part of French coastline just on the other side of France at the Atlantic, the Côte d'Argent, and it is where I now made my way, and we're going to be going up this coastline into Spain for the next few days with my Interceptor 650, and the plan now for today is to make it to Mimizan-Plage, where I hope to be surfing the first few waves. It's a bit more off the beaten path compared to cities like Osgore or Biarritz, and it is just a really nice, lovely little place, and loads of stuff to see there and loads of nice roads to ride around it. So, let's get going.
Lately I've been staring at the dark. Turn my inner demons into art. Struggle with the pain inside my heart. Wish I didn't care about what they say. What you want to say. What you want to say, what you want to say, what you want to say, what you.
As you can see, we're quite far off the beaten path in the middle of nowhere, and I now parked my bike here because it was still quite far to the beach and I was worried about getting stuck in the soft sand. However, we're going here because the majority of France's coastline is really overcrowded when it comes to surf spots, so this is one of the few ways to actually surf some basically untouched waves, even though already a few people know about this spot. That's why I'm not going to show you the exact way. However, we were facing strong onshore wind. I still went out and tried what surfing wise is possible. We made it out of the loose sand, and I have to say the waves were still really good even with onshore wind, and there's an important lesson in that, you still gotta try even if things don't look really perfect. And with that, we were making our way into Mimizan-Plage, and I've been coming here for a really long time. And it's also a place that I used to come to with my parents because it was really ideal for making vacation on a budget. It was just so lovely seeing the beach at the place that I wanted to be at, and it wasn't just the over 1,000 kilometers that I went here, but also the whole year of waiting to go to this place again and to go surfing here. And it was just so wonderful to arrive with my motorbike on the dune on the parking lot. I went into town to get myself an after surf matcha latte before then building the tent to have a place to stay again, and it was slowly getting dark as well, so we needed to be quick. So I now build up the tent and now have a proper place to stay again, which feels lovely because honestly I'm quite knackered. I explored the city for a bit. It was a bit weird seeing like the stores change, and also like there's some change going through the city. Like it's quite empty. Like there's not a lot of people around, and it's summer, so that's wild. Curious how that's going to continue in the next few years. I'm looking forward to continuing my way tomorrow to Biarritz. The time is all a bit crammed, but that is alright. It's beautiful being on the road again, but also exhausting. It was really fun riding the Royal Enfield Interceptor today, and I still want to check out how the waves now look with the sunset. So let's go and have another look over there. Sometimes when going surfing, people are conflicted of having another look at the waves because it costs time. However, this time it was really, really worth it, and I decided to go in. The next day I left Mimizan-Plage behind to go to Biarritz, where the Wheels and Waves Festival was taking place, and I was riding through the beautiful pine tree forests that were artificially placed here for the lumber industry that just kept going on and on and on until I reached Biarritz in the evening. So today is the first day of the Wheels and Waves Festival, and apparently the early bird catches the worm, because we're out at like 6 in the morning here in the hotel complex, and our goal now is to, let me close this door, is to get on the bike and get to the Côte beach to surf some waves before the festival starts, because according to the surf report, the surf right now is the best. So currently carrying everything to the bike. Yeah, let's go. So let's mount the surfboard onto the motorcycle, pack up the wetsuit, and let's go. After driving through almost empty Biarritz to the Côte beach, I was finally ready to get into the water, but I was kind of scared because it's going to be so cold.
This is the squeeze. Got the juice. This is the squeeze.
I stored my stuff earlier on the beach over here, and you see the water is slowly reaching the rocks, so we got out of the water right at the right moment where we still can like easily get out of here. Yeah, it was lovely. Like the water was a lot of white water, but we just surfed Europe's most famous right-hand wave over there with the lighthouse. I think I even got a shot where the lighthouse was in the background. It felt really, really amazing. Really often the GoPro effect kind of distorts it, but like being here and having experienced this for myself, what a lovely experience. Let's get back on the bike. Of getting up early, I was really craving a coffee, and I already had a place in mind that I definitely wanted to check out for that. With it now being almost 9 in the morning, the city has woken up, and you can now see one of the reasons why Biarritz is best explored on a motorbike, because it is traffic-wise and also parking-wise not just one of the worst places in Europe, but most likely worldwide. So it's definitely one to leave the car at home, especially if you want to find easy parking at the cafe that we now just went to, and that is the Deus Cafe. Est-ce que c'est possible de payer par carte ici? Oui. Oui, j'aimerais une golden latte avec glaçon. The coffee was really, really good. The Deus Cafe, however, was full of people who were co-working on a laptop, and outside of that, it had some nice ambience, and they were selling plenty of t-shirts. However, what I found interesting were the coffee table books. It's just so lovely seeing all the bikes parked outside of the cafe, and also the banana bread was really, really lovely, and also the car inside the shop, and I saw a few nice surfboards, but I think it's now time to continue our trip through Biarritz. When arriving at the festival, I was allowed to drive my motorcycle onto the festival itself. And the festival was just so lovely with having a look at many beautiful surfboards. There was a skate ramp in the middle of it and also an art exhibition with custom motorbikes and surfboards. When looking down to the beach, it looked like there's going to be soon some clean surfable waves. However, the Pays de Basque beach was also really busy and the conditions were good for longboards, but we're still trying. It was already quite late and the sun was about to set.
So with the sun now being gone, I think we're also done. My shoulders kind of gave up and somehow all the water is coming into my suit, but it's not getting out. Feels like I have about 25 kilos of water in my suit. Yeah, but it's so lovely. I mean, sadly the mount for the POV shots broke, otherwise you would have seen how gorgeous it was to paddle out and just look at these colors of the sunset over the beautiful villa that is like right here in Biarritz, and now with all the street lights being on, just wonderful. And with that, man, Biarritz is one hell of a town. Genuinely really love it here.
Can't you see you're tearing me down?
When getting back into my clothes, I cooled a bottle of kombucha in a puddle of Atlantic water, and it was so nice and enjoyable. After the amazing surf session, I still went back to the festival and enjoyed a really nice concert and the Wall of Death event where motorcycles are driving on the wall of this circus, and it's really amazing. So, made it back to the hotel, absolutely knackered. Can't wait to just sleep. However, Biarritz is a really wonderful city, and now still being out for a concert was just a lovely experience. It's time to pack the bags again and put the surfboard back on the motorcycle, because we are today crossing into Spain. The road that we continued to ride was incredibly beautiful, winding along the coastline right between the Pyrenees and the Atlantic Ocean. So now we're in Spain and we're off the highway, and I found something quite interesting over here. Over here, a little left behind villa
somewhat of a lost place with all these plants just taking it over. I'm not going to get on the piece of land, but it is just wild seeing it like this. And like I can see a little bit inside, like there's old, like it seems like the style seems like from the 70s, but like the paint must be a bit newer, or I don't know, the door looks a bit too new. Just wild to see. But I mean, occasionally someone apparently comes there, the driveway isn't completely overgrown, but still so wild to see. We're now going to continue our way to Zarautz. Zarautz is one of my favorite places on the coast of Spain on the Atlantic, because it's a lot less busy than Biarritz and it's a lot less busy than San Sebastian, but it's just like a really chill and nice atmosphere, so it's a perfect place to kind of get to and then from there on organize what we do. Arriving in Zarautz, I managed to find a really cheap and also very calm hostel, which was really nice to stay at, and I got myself some avocado toast to just enjoy life a bit, and it was so lovely. And the waves were a bit flat and we were waiting for new waves to surf, but until then, let's make our way to San Sebastian, and for that I'm removing the surfboard rack to be able to ride my bike freely. When riding into San Sebastian, I had a beautiful view of the Bay of San Sebastian, and then finally found a parking spot that was even on a motorbike quite difficult, and I had a beautiful look at the architecture and at the church and really enjoyed walking around the city. It was just so beautiful with all its flowers and the little fountain in the middle and all the old buildings. So after now having enjoyed some food here in San Sebastian, I really have to say it's a very beautiful city, like all the little city streets here and the old buildings. It gives it a little bit like Paris, just with a Spanish vibe, and it's just lovely. I still went window shopping for some surfboards, and there were so many beautiful surfboards to see, and I in specific was looking for a longboard because I've been looking into getting a longboard for quite some time now. So I made my way back over this beautiful countryside road, hoping that the surf would be up again, and I was lucky. Right before it was about to get dark, there were again surfable waves.
I will be there for you, babe. I'll be there in your darkest days. Hold you in my arms, you're safe. Before I met you, I thought that I had been in love. Thought that I felt everything, I thought that I was gone. If all of this is that love can bring, I know it's done, but
Surfing in the sunset is such a wonderful experience because you just want to catch one more wave before going outside when it's already kind of too dark to surf. And I managed to surf until my shoulders gave out, and then still got myself some really nice food in the dark evening mood. And I hope you really liked this film, and definitely like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.